Toshi vs Tani. Who made the game better? Let's see, assuming that the producer is responsible for the unit's releases and for the content release, we can compare between the two. I know that it's not fair for Tani since he only replaced Toshi about a year ago, but let's see who screwed up the most during their time as a producer. First, who caused the worst meta? Well, this one is pretty obvious. It's the man himself, Toshi. Nothing compares to the Zenkai Sun family and Zenkai Hybrid Saiyan meta. And the one responsible for this disaster was none other than the legend himself. Zenkai Red Super Saiyan to Gohan. This motherfucker ran the game for almost a full year. Completely destroyed LF Blue Vegito Blue, which by the way was one of the most toxic units ever. The fact that he had type advantage against Red Gohan, and he still wasn't enough to stop him, shows you how stupid Gohan was. Because of Gohan, Zenkais are no longer what they used to be. Of course, Toshi continued to amaze us by releasing a bunch of broken units like LF Blue Beast Gohan, Ultra Blue Gogeta, Ultra Super Saiyan to Gohan, Ultra Majin Vegeta, and the list goes on. So this one goes to Toshi. But we can't forget Tani, who literally created an LF Super Saiyan to Gohan 2.0, but I'm sure he's going to get power crept in 2 months. Next, who gave us better mechanics? This is an obvious W for Toshi. The Synchro Gauge was probably the most wanted and anticipated mechanic in the game, and he delivered it perfectly with the 6th anniversary fusing units. He also gave us some of the most brain-dead ones like counter gauges and AoE green cards, but for now, Tani didn't really give us an interesting one. Sure, you can make the argument that he introduced us to the KO guard mechanic, but I think it's hurting the game more than helping it. And for some reason, Tani loves AoE green cards because he's giving it to every unit like it's candy. So this one goes to Toshi, but it's a good point. Who gave us a better variety? This is a huge dub for Tani. The new design philosophy might not be perfect, but at least it made units feel a little different. Unlike 2024, which they literally gave us a copy and paste units for the entire year. Who is more beginner-friendly? Let's give this one to Tani. Throughout the entirety of 2025, he made the game easier for new players by giving more rewards, making the text for abilities shorter and easier to understand, and he gave us multiple raids during the first months of 2025. He also made some changes that hurt long-time players, but let's give him a chance to redeem himself. Who communicated better with the audience? This one goes to Toshi. Now, we can't blame Tani for the lack of communication, but we have to be honest here. The reveals just don't feel the same without him. Who gave us better updates? Tani 100%. He gave us better updates in a year than Toshi gave us in 6. He gave us ground battles and supporters. I know a lot of people don't like the supporter system, but if you think about it, it's a really good update for the game. Eventually, when we'll get more supporters, the game will feel more interesting and fresh. They still need to come up with a better idea of unlocking them, but overall this point goes to Tani. And finally, the most important one. Who delivered the best celebrations? This is a tricky question since Tani became the head producer last year, but I think we can still make a decision. Let's start with Toshi. Toshi arguably gave us the best anniversary ever. The 6th anniversary, fusing Super Vegito and Gogeta Blue for Part 1 and Ultra Super Saiyan for Gogeta for Part 3. Yeah, good luck surpassing that. Unless they give us something insane for the 8th anniversary, like Ultra Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, and Tag Orange Piccolo, and Beast Gohan, but for now the 6th anniversary is still the best. Toshi also gave us the best Legends Fest ever, featuring the first ever Tag Unit Blue Goku and Vegeta. For me, this was the best reveal ever. No one expected that. Now let's talk about Tani. This man fumbled so hard I can't even begin to explain why. The 7th anniversary was supposed to be the best one yet. They even marketed it as the Super 7th anniversary, and they still fumbled. With arguably the worst Part 1 ever. UI Goku was fine. It was a safe pick, but also a very boring one. Nothing new about him. He has the same dodging gauge that every other UI Goku has. His animations are very underwhelming, and he literally has 0 new mechanics. As the headliner unit of the Super 7th anniversary, this was unacceptable, and we also got one of the worst units alongside him. Evolution Blue Vegeta. This man was so bad that you don't even remember that he's a headlining unit. They literally gave him his unique equipment, and he's still bad. Nothing can save this man, and that's not all. We literally only got one LF Zenkai this whole celebration, very dry weeks, and the worst mistake that made this Part 1 the worst was the leak. They somehow fumbled the celebration even more by literally leaking both Goku and Vegeta's animations, arts, and basically the entire part 1 of the 7th anniversary. Like, what are you doing, Tani? We already know that they like to leak UI Goku in this game, but you can't seriously expect us to believe that this was a mistake. How can you accidentally leak half of your lineup for part 1? Besides that, the 7th anniversary was alright, but part 1 was so horrible that I'm giving this point to Toshi. So Toshi won this fight, but it doesn't mean that Tani is bad. Let's give him time, and hopefully he'll make this game better.